Welcome back to our channel, Soap Family. Today is a beautiful day to dive into some incredibly messy drama, and we have so much to unpack about the absolute chaos brewing in Los Angeles right now. Don't even dream of getting the CEO position at Forrester. Eric will intervene and will never let Brooke take that position from his niece, or granddaughter rather, but you guys know exactly what I mean. Family is family, and the bloodline is everything in this company. Do you think this story could happen in The Bold and the Beautiful? Let's discuss whether this story will unfold, because frankly, my head is spinning just thinking about the possibilities. And let's just jump right into the madness. We all know Liam wants Hope to leave Forrester and work for Logan. Nag, nag, nag. That is all Liam ever does lately. He is constantly in Hope's ear, pressuring her to jump ship and go work for Katie Logan Spencer's new fashion house. Liam will fear that Hope is making a massive mistake by sticking with Forrester Creations and signing up for more mistreatment from Steffy. He actually makes some really great points about the bright future Hope could have at Katie's place. But Hope is stubborn. She won't give him the answer he wants. She flat out refuses. Therefore, she is staying. Hope thinks she has to continue fighting for Hope for the future because she's worked so hard over the years. Years and years of sweat and tears. But she isn't just staying to be a victim. No, Hope is plotting. She suggested to Liam that a change might be underway at Forrester Creations. Liam, being Liam, is immediately suspicious as long as Steffy Forrester Finnegan is in charge. But that's when Hope admitted the unthinkable. She urged Brooke to pursue the co-CEO position. Brooke, as co-CEO, what are they thinking? Who really believes this will end well? And so Brooke actually made a seductive offer to Ridge when he got home that evening. Frankly, it is exhausting. We have seen this a million times. Brooke putting on something slinky, pouring a glass of wine, and batting her eyelashes to get Ridge to do exactly what she wants. Ridge was clearly uncomfortable with the idea of Brooke replacing Steffy. He shifted around, he looked away. But Ridge is weak. Ridge is so weak when it comes to Brooke. He wouldn't be able to refuse Brooke's offer, and at the very least, he agreed to consider a possible co-CEO swap. Consider it, that is basically a yes in Ridge's language. But Steffy would certainly blow her heights when Ridge fills her into Brooke's sights. Blow her top. Explode. Whatever you want to call it, Steffy is going to absolutely lose her mind. Meanwhile, we have the other Logan sisters causing a massive mess. Now that Donna knows Katie is trying to lure Hope away from Forrester, she is terrified. Donna clearly doesn't think it's a good plan at all. The tension between Katie and Brooke is already bad enough, so Donna is worried that she might not be able to return after such a bold move. Katie will rush to defend herself, of course. She will argue that business is business. But Donna knows better. Donna knows Brooke will take this as a personal attack. This affects Brooke's daughter, so Donna will warn Katie to back off before she ignites an even worse family feud. A massive nuclear family feud. But let's look at the big picture here. Let's talk about the man who actually built this company. Let's talk about Eric Forrester. Recently, we haven't seen much of Eric. And frankly, it is a crime. The fans on social media are livid about how he's been treated. After being forced into early retirement from the family business by his own son, Ridge, Eric was lost. Ridge pushed him out. So Eric collaborated with Katie Logan to design for her new fashion house in an attempt to prove his capabilities. He wanted to show everyone he still had it. But the immense pressure from Bill Spencer's strict deadlines left him mentally exhausted. Bill is a monster to work for. He doesn't care about art, he only cares about money and deadlines. Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. It broke Eric. He admitted leaving was a mistake. So he reconciled with Ridge and decided to return to Forrester Creations to work under his own terms. Which sounds great, right? A happy ending. But no. Currently, Eric's spirits are severely low. Exhaustion and guilt over abandoning his partner midway have extinguished his creative spark. He feels terrible about leaving Katie in the lurch. His inspiration is gone. He is sitting at his desk, staring at a blank sketch pad, completely drained. Pushing him to a crossroads that could permanently end his design career. It is so sad to watch. Really, really sad. However, he still has a voice in Forrester. He is not dead yet. He still has power. And we think he'll protect his family. We think Eric will side with Steffy to protect the Forrester legacy. Eric holds an equal share to Steffy and will certainly use his power to protect the company. If Ridge is too weak to stand up to Brooke, Eric will have to do it. He will never let Brooke take that position from Steffy. Never. Just imagine the scene. A massive emergency boardroom meeting. Brooke is sitting there, looking smug, thinking she has already won. Ridge is sweating, looking at the floor. Steffy is screaming at both of them. And then the doors swing open. In walks Eric Forrester. He might be creatively blocked, he might be exhausted, but his protective instincts are fully intact. He will intervene. He will slam his hands on the table and say, absolutely not. In fact, otherwise, he might fire Brooke and kick her out of Forrester completely. Wait, maybe I'm being a little harsh. Would Eric actually fire Brooke? They have so much history together. They were married. They share children. Maybe he would just demote her or banish her to some basement office. No, I am sticking to my guns here. He has to fire her. If Brooke is actively trying to stage a corporate coup and steal the CEO chair from his granddaughter, Eric has to drop the hammer. He has to. Fans have been complaining for months that the Logans are taking over everything. The Logan domination is real, guys. Katie has her own fashion house now. Let her have it. Why do they need to control Forrester Creations too? It is just greedy. And Eric knows this. Eric hears Stephanie's voice in his head. I swear he does. Stephanie would be rolling in her grave if she saw Brooke sitting in the CEO chair. Therefore, Eric's current storyline of being exhausted and uninspired is actually the perfect setup. What better way to wake him up? What better way to reignite his fire than a massive corporate war? Brooke's overreach is exactly the shock to the system Eric needs. He will realize that his legacy is under attack. Let's be frank, the writers have a habit of letting Brooke get away with everything. Brad Bell loves Brooke. We all know this. So there is a tiny part of me that worries Ridge will actually go through with the swap and Eric will just sit in the corner and sigh. But I just can't accept that. I refuse to accept that. Eric has equal shares. He has the voting power. He is the patriarch. And think about the fallout. If Eric fires Brooke, what does Ridge do? Does Ridge walk out with her? Does Ridge finally realize that Brooke is manipulating him? And what about Hope? If Brooke is fired, Hope will be furious. She might actually take Liam's advice and jump ship to Katie's company after all, which would prove Donna right. The family feud would explode. Brooke would blame Katie for taking Hope. Steffy would gloat. And Eric would be caught right in the middle of a massive war. It is brilliant. It is exactly the kind of messy, chaotic, high-stakes drama we have been begging for. But again, who really believes this will end well? Whenever Brooke doesn't get her way, she plays the victim. She will cry to Ridge. She will say Eric is being cruel. She will say Steffy is a tyrant. And Ridge, poor dumb Ridge, will probably fall for it. Okay, that sounds dramatic, but you get the idea. The dynamic in that building is completely toxic right now. Steffy is already dealing with so much drama with Ivy Forrester and Elektra and Will. Steffy's plate is full. She is tempted to fire Ivy over all her scheming. So if you add Brooke trying to steal her job on top of that, Steffy is going to snap. And Eric will be her shield. He has to be. He returned to the company to work on his own terms, and his terms definitely do not include Brooke Logan running his empire. The guilt he feels over Katie, the exhaustion from Bill Spencer, all of that will channel into a fierce, protective rage for Steffy. I was reading some comments on Twitter yesterday, and people are just so tired of the same old cycles. But having Eric step up and use his executive power to crush Brooke's dreams, that feels fresh. That feels like a return to the glory days of the show. So what do you guys think? Will Eric intervene? Will he fire Brooke and kick her out of the building? Let's discuss whether it will happen in the comments. Because frankly, I am stressed just thinking about it, but I cannot wait to see how it all unfolds.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.